cool. Hey guys, my name is Mason and welcome back to another video. So today we will be reviewing Enchanted by Nature, the new Sims 4 expansion pack. Before we start this video, I just want to address the fact that this pack did use generative AI in its concept art material. I don't support generative AI, even in the concept art phase. Don't use generative AI, fuck EA. I'm a bit late with this video. I was going on vacation right before this pack came out, so I apologize. This pack is, well, broken, because of course it is. But it's also, as we know, rehashing features already introduced in other packs and not worth your money. Let me tell you why.
Everything sucks. It really sucks.
Create a Sim gives us some options for fairies and other creatures alike. You can now create a new occult fairies. There are two forms, human and fairy. You have a bunch of wings to choose from, and you can paint on them, which I thought, kind of unnecessary. I just didn't see the use case for this. It's cool that it's here, I just think it's going to cause more problems knowing The Sims 4. All the wing options are cool, though, and modded custom wings are possible. Thank you, Spinning Plum Bobs. We have got some new makeup options and even horns in the head accessories category. To be honest with you, this just isn't enough options for an expansion pack. There isn't a lot of clothing options even for adults, and that would be a recurring pattern. There are 3 new traits: plant lover, mystical, and disruptive, and there are 2 new aspirations with 2 branching paths, fairy, and another aspiration, elixir enthusiast.
Don't fuck with me! I have the power of God and anime on my side!
Build mode is pretty good, all things considered. There is an apothecary table where you can mix elixirs and a nature press kit. It's rustic and wooden, and I like it a lot. You can also get live house plants, but for a pack focused on nature, there aren't a lot of plants. There also just aren't enough items to justify this being an expansion. We also have a new lot trait, Fairy Passage. It's just more fairies spawn on the lot.
Let's tell each other a secret about ourselves. I'm gonna go first. I hate you.
Instagreen has 14 lots, better than 9 we got in businesses and hobbies. I like this world. I think it's an extremely strong point of the pack. It's got 3 regions: Coast of Admore, Spruce Dairy Grove, and Everdew. Coast of Admore is a coastal town with 4 lots. Only one Sim lives here at 8 Gnome Coast Street, Glen Gnome. It's got 2 empty houses and 1 museum. The builds are decent and most of them have lot traits, which I love. It's also decorated with some shops, which is cool. If you do any magic in this region, you will get a talking to and get the problem fairy trait. Spruce Dairy Grove is more of a rustic town with lots of trees and forests. It features 5 lots, 1 empty residential house, 1 occupied house, occupied by the Enchanted lovers, a residential lot that has some pond and some trees in it, and a bar. It is also home to the Glasswood Tree, home to Sprucewood Almighty, and home to the mysterious fairy ring. Everdew has a lot of shops, and it's home to the Mossville Fairy Hub, where you can go to the bathroom, research about fairies, and get some fairy dust. It also has 2 unoccupied residential homes.
Brain shall be per exhibex, exhibit. Shall be Faru.
1 residential lot with trees and a pond, a lounge, and an unoccupied residential lot home to the Summer Dreams. Yes, those Summer Dreams, from The Sims 2. Why are they here, though? The point was Romeo and Juliet. You know what? Whatever. They added Nervous in Life and Death, but not Pascal, his soulmate. So, not the best at connecting storylines. This neighborhood is also home to Moondrop Springs, where fairies can bottle emotion, which changes emotion occasionally. This world is better than businesses and hobbies, that's for sure. I like the house in Everdew that's on a tree. Lots of collectibles and shops, but it doesn't really matter if the pack isn't good.
Oh my god, what is that? Oh my god! What is that?
In this pack, you can become a fairy. Either make one in cast, or you can become one by purchasing a fairy seedling from the computer or finding one and planting it. Then Mother Nature will spawn, and she tells you to go to the Moondrop Springs, and you just become a fairy if you go in it. It's not that interesting, honestly. At least you got to collect motes in Realm of Magic. I was honestly kind of disappointed. It just kind of happens. I'm gonna be comparing fairies heavily to spellcasters in this video, by the way. Fairies have 2 forms, and you can switch between them in the menu. It doesn't really matter, though. It's not like they go into fairy form while doing fairy interactions. Fairies do not have hunger. Instead, they have emotional force, which can be gained by absorbing another Sim's emotions, refilling it at a fairy house, or refilling with fairy dust. They also don't have a bladder need. Why? I don't think it fit. That's why. Fairies need emotional force to produce most spells. They have a variety of abilities achieved by a skill tree. They have mischievous spells or good ones depending on your fairy. You rank up with XP, gaining various fairy activities. You can shrink and play in the sink, play in the dollhouse, play on the couch, fairy woohoo. These are fun little interactions, but aren't there other than to look cute. But it is the most efficient and easiest ways to get XP. The abilities include curing and applying ailments, shifting Sims' luck, finding more about them, bringing gnomes to life, swaying Sims' emotions, influencing relationships, nurturing plants and enchanting them, manifesting seeds, bringing a plant to bloom, and turning other Sims into fairies. There's also passive customization branching path. You can either be mischievous or good, absorbing negative or positive emotions, increasing relationship gain while using fairy abilities, negative or positive, or gaining emotional force while sleeping. There's a lot to customize about your fairy, but I feel like most of it is like, do you want your fairy to be evil or good? Not really a lot of wiggle room. And honestly, most of these abilities are underwhelming. Cure or give ailments, influence relationships, bloom flowers. Spellcasters are laughing at these fairies. Bloom flowers, amateur. They can teleport and become immortal, and set fire to things. I think I might be a bit biased because I'm emotionally attached to Realm of Magic because my cartoon is based on a playthrough of Realm of Magic. Go watch Sex Hex please on my channel now. But I think these abilities are mid. They could have done so much more with fairies. Fairies can also have fairy houses where they sleep, have dance parties, and regenerate emotional force. Fairies drop fairy dust while using their abilities. Fairy dust can be collected from fairy houses, Mossville Fairy Hug, Foraging, and Everdew, or asking another fairy for some. Fairy dust can be used to enchant plants or bring gnomes to life. It can also be used to use plant sim abilities. This pack also comes with the ability to become a plant sim. All you had to do is go to the Glasswood Tree in Spruceberry and summon Spruce Almighty. Just ask him about becoming a plant sim. He will give you the forbidden fruit of the plant sim. If you eat it, you become a plant sim for 3 days. Are you kidding me, EA? Again? You promised extra plant sim content, and it's just a fucking recycled occult from a fucking challenge with like a couple abilities I need fairy dust. You can extend becoming a plant sim by using 20 fairy dust, but that's hard because you aren't a fairy. You either have to ask or forage. Plant sims can bloom plants and give the greeny meanie ailment. That's fucking it. EA, that's fucking it. That's all you added. You made it seem like plant sims will become a real fucking occult, and it's fucking not. There are 2 new skills in this pack, Natural Living and Apothecary. The Nature Living skill is used for living off the land and completing your needs outside. You gain this skill by foraging, sleeping on the ground, or bathing in the rain and other natural sources. This skill allows you to sleep on the ground, summon privy butches, eat fish and frogs, unlock new forage interactions like forage for food, lose less hygiene by using the bush, and not be affected by heat or cold. They can also meditate in nature to restore their balance. The other skill is Apothecary. Apothecary is used to cure mostly ailments, recycled sicknesses from get to work that can be gained by having low balance or luck and getting it from work or other public spaces. Ailments look like get-to-work sicknesses or jungle adventure poison with visual effects, but they're a bit more in-depth and whimsical than its previous counterparts. Sims can become emotionally void, making emotions less potent in a fine moodlet. Knowing the Sims 4, that's probably a good thing rather than a curse. Or things like the greeny meanie ailment, which makes them more angry but better at gardening. There are also things like simoleon fever, which has Sims coughing up simoleons. I like the ailments. They're quirky and cool, but they are far too frequent, at least on launch. And also, they're just recycled from other packs and aren't related to any other sickness. Sims learn Apothecary, and they can also learn recipes and cures for these ailments using plants. Hey conservatives! The Sims 4 is promoting natural remedies! Speaking of ailments, this pack also comes with a new active career, Naturopath. It's all about holistic healing. You can go to work or send your clients to your home. It's pretty much the vet career, but with people instead. And you craft the remedy to heal the person. Otherwise, it's pretty much a normal career. It has 2 paths, a Apothecurist branch and a lifestyle coach branch. Your Sims also now have a balance and luck meter. If your Sims spend too much time in a bad mood, your Sim can become imbalanced. Other life events can cause this too, like a death of a loved one or a birth of a baby. If you are imbalanced, your needs go down faster and your luck goes down as well. You can also be very imbalanced, which causes your Sim to get more ailments along with the previous effects. Luck is also a feature of this pack. Sims luck impacts the likelihood of things like career progression, fishing odds, collectible odds, social odds, and crafting quality. If a Sim is unlucky, they will be worse at work or school, less likely to collect rare collectibles or fish, craft worse items, and most likely fail at social interactions. In order to get luck, you can do it with potions, fairies, and more. Good luck raises the odds of career progression, collectible hunting, and more. Regular luck does nothing. This pack also comes with fables to do for the individual special NPCs, a recycled mechanic from Cottage Living. These fables range from getting special items, raising skills, interacting with specific items, etc. I like a lot of these. They give you a little story at the end, which is cool. The rewards you get are things like the glasswood tree used to summon Spruce Almighty, getting a new reward trait that allows you to give gifts to the giant gnome statue, liquid luck, cures for ailments, ingredients for apothecary, shield from any bad curses any supernatural might put on you, seeds, or they might even put an ailment on you. These quests are just unique, and they're probably the most fun out of the pack. I would have liked them to give you a real story out of it, though. They're essentially just for this pack.
You did this for what?
Why not?
Why?
Why not?
Why though?
This pack was definitely better than Businesses and Hobbies, but it just feels like Realm of Magic with a bit more content and a whole lot of bloat. The abilities are underwhelming. I like the new career, but it gets stale very fast. It has enough content to warrant an expansion, but that doesn't make it good. It just feels like content recycled and put into a pack that we really wanted, but content that just fell flat. Sickness from Get to Work, Doctor Career from Get to Work, Crafting Mechanics from Cats and Dogs, same skill tree, same thing in Realm of Magic, and the pack already had gardening magic. I don't like how they train their powers either. In Realm of Magic, you can really focus on one type of magic, and the Realm of Magic comes with abilities as well as spells. People hate Realm of Magic, but fairies is just worse spellcasters with wings, if I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. I like the shrinking animations, though. It's pretty, but that's it. Nothing else. And plant sims, instead of adding all those fables, you know what would have made this worthwhile? Actual fucking plant sims. They did nothing to flesh them out. The trailer made it seem like actual plant sims are coming. Like, what is all this bullshit? It's enough content to warrant an expansion, but more like in a checklist way rather than an actual way, you know? EA, you need to stop. You need to focus on patching shit. This pack was broken. This game was broken. It's very unstable. You also need to stop this attitude you have of Sims players don't want a Sims 5, that they will stop playing the Sims 4 if one does come out. We want the Sims 5. We don't want the Sims 4. Please don't kill this franchise. Honestly, the best thing the Sims can do at this point is go indie. EA will ruin this franchise, and it's not going to change. So the best thing they can do is indie. That's my opinion, however. Thank you for watching this video, and don't forget to check out my animated pilot, Zex Hex the series. I also have a Patreon. Please give me money. Bye.
Gombre, Shobi Perexibex, Exibe, Chobi, Faru, Chobi Pinef, Ebinch.